I'm spooked already. It's loading so long. Yep, and you didn't realize I just made a mistake. I had my microphone muted this whole time. I was talking about this tank and why I was playing it, and I apologize. God, I feel like an empty. So, basically, some of what I've just been talking about for the last 3 minutes is apologies. We had a family friend who didn't leave until just recently. From here, family, father's friend, and I was going a bit about the vehicle I am driving, this M10 Wolverine here. Yeah, figured, lol. Microphone is unmuted now, huzzah. So, yeah. This tank is not very well armored, so I am, as you can see, that is as far as I dare. Where that RNT is. Oh, enemies out in the field. The other thing I hate about this turreted tank destroyer very slow turret traversal. I'm also a one-shot kill, unfortunately. Bit of a problem. So, like a tanky game. A bit, yeah. It's got aircraft, tanks, and ships mixed in with it. Just at the moment, I didn't want to start streaming a horror game because, well, for my household, people are gonna start winding down and go to bed. So, frankly, nobody needs to hear me screaming at about 10 or 12 or 11 o'clock at night. Plus, I also need to get some practice in with this SPG, this particular tank destroyer. So I figured I'd make a fool of myself. Look at that boy. Yeah. Tomorrow I will be streaming Five Nights at Freddy's 4. It is a fun game. I played it on mobile. I actually remember when that game came out. When FNAF 4 came out, I still had a job. I used to work at a sock factory. That's my first ever job. Yes. I was there to do quality of checking and making sure that there were things of socks to be produced. I did alright, you know. I don't think I did too badly, you know. And I got eventually transferred to night shift. And as I got transferred to night shift, I had to go and live with my grandparents at the time. Which wasn't a too far walk from where my grandparents were to where the sock factory was in Ashburton. And I do apologize. I only recently just lost my grandfather. I think it was last year, and not completely over it. Yeah, so apologies if I something teary-eyed, something upset. Anyway, on to the thing. And I was watching the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 4 because obviously it came out, and my younger cousin was sitting behind me, and she was watching what I was watching. And, you know, you had the whole, sorry, you lost. I don't know how it feels. Yeah. It's a bastard, and I fully don't know how to cope with it. I'm one day at a time. Dude. Oh. Yeah. No, he died from cancer. The old Matt, me, grandfather. Kill. Okay, Katie, I'll leave you out. Ugh. Yep. If you need a chat one day, I'm here. Thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right now, I need to kill tanks and, you know. trying to focus on one thing at a time. See, the problem is trying to find the tanks. If I can find a tank and hit them, I'm gonna do damage. I have a very large gun. I see a tank, but he is going behind the building, so I am gonna... Oh, no. Oh? I hit him with machine guns. Got him! Gotta go get Anthony. I'm pretty sure he's the Wicked Witch of the West. Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. No, fair enough. Was that the guy who I killed? Nah. Wait, whoa, we have a guy spawn camping.
I gotta pee
Ooh, similar visual. Looks like a sniper. Feels like a sniper. Does a bit. It's normally how I envision these tanks. Tank destroyer is essentially what you need. I'm streaming. I am streaming. Yeah, perhaps the background. The best way to sum up a tank destroyer is essentially a very heavily armored sniper rifle that moves. Except no nut shot. I'm pretty sure if I got a nut shot with a 17-pounder gun, there would be nothing left of his crutch. Oh, I see him. See, by the looks of it, oh, we hit his track. Got him on fire. Well, you wouldn't need a doctor then. No, I don't even think the doctor could give him anything to help him with. Got him. Dicker Max. Now, what do you think about Dicker Max? It just means bigger Mac or Fat Max. It was designed to kill bunkers. Oh, I'm dead. That is the only problem with an open top vehicle. That Panzer. Yeah. What are you? Oh, there goes my cannon breach. I'm a dead man. I'm a dead tank, actually. Yeah. Screw it. Charge. We're British. The fact that I've survived at least 3 shells, 4 shells, and a plane strike. Oh. He moved. This fired you to cannon breach. Yeah, if I'm too unlucky, that cannon breach will explode and kill me. He's gone behind the house, which is good enough for me. Was it a tree? It was a tree. But now it got destroyed by, I think, a 37mm? Either a 37mm or a 50mm German cannon. Because it's not killing me in one shot, so you know I'm still alive. Yep, you just need to repair the tank. He pinged you. Yeah, he will. The thing is he has to get closer to kill me. His gun, whilst it can penetrate, is not penetrating enough to kill my crew. I still have 2 members alive. I've got a gunner, who's now acting as a loader, and an auxiliary machine gunner, and a driver. Panzer IV H. This is nicht good. Alright, we're gonna make our way to A. I'm a broken tank destroyer. So, I can do some good, I can push. Although not well. So, yep. See if he shoots me. He's probably behind the, building here. We're actually in Poland, believe it or not. Which is interesting, because this game, has a map almost everywhere in the world. They've got a New Zealand map, which I will show off later. That's terrific jobs you could have in the front line. I mean, if you have to shoot you, it would be pretty bad. Considering I'm getting sister look, yeah, no, there we go, Panzer IV G. Now, the thing you need to know about the Panzer IVs is they have a 75mm, 76mm. It's Panzer IV H and a Panzer IV G. They're not bad tanks, either of those two. I'm gonna go for a Typhoon. Typhoon has 20mm cannons. I should be able to... Yeah, I can respawn in the premium ones. I've also got two 1,000-pound bombs. Now this aircraft, when it first appeared, and I think about 1941, 1942, was meant to replace the outdated Hawker Hurricane. The Hurricane had been serving the Royal Air Force in the 1930s, and was an alright aircraft. After the events of the Battle of Britain, I see you. Credited them. Fire. The Royal Air Force learnt rather quickly that, that's fabulous. That the British 303 caliber machine guns, I'm dead, unfortunately. He's hit me fuel tank. Yeah, nah, oh, it's a KO-43 also. Not bad aircraft, that one. Now, it's the Japanese one, not the Chinese one. Now, the Chinese one would be brown. Don't ask me why it's brown, it just will be. Yeah, so. Alright, we're in the premium version of this tank. Destroyer. Now I learned something interesting. If you want to buy a tank, in some countries you don't need to get a law for it. A license for it. You can actually get it legally classified as a farming equipment. And for an example of that is Australia. After the Second World War, Australia had a lot of tanks, such as the British Matilda IIs and the American M3 Lees, as well as the M4 Shermans. So what they did is they sold them to the farmers, who used them. Oh, sweet. Oh, that was a French M4. So they sold them to the farmers, who transformed them into tractors. You know, taking the guns out and often, you know, modifying them to suit the farms. And I thought that was bloody brilliant. Show 3 just killed DVK, which means somebody is going towards the Tenacious 129. Oof. So you want to keep above the map, you'll often see a kill feed for me. I want to keep that an eye on that at all times so I know what I'm going to be fighting up against. Because if I don't, well, it can be bad news for me. Like it or not, oh, yeah, stuff like that. Stug 3. Is that from my side? Or was that in front? Yeah, it was in front. He has a quicker reload than I do because, well, he's a smaller tank destroyer than I am. Much smaller. In fact, if I stood next to a Stug 3, I'm pretty sure it would still be, it's rather small for what it is. Oh man, it didn't totally suck. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad. And these are the tanks. I've got to change my Typhoon out because it's 4.3. Mark 2. Now let me have a look at this one. Mark 1. Is this the one that has? No, this is not it. Where is it? Where is it? I know they recently added in a new Hurricane. I forget what it was called. It was this one actually that had the Australian Air Force. Yeah, here we go. Number 609 Squadron. That is a Royal Australian Air Force, believe it or not. And that was for... It was one of two skins you could have gotten for the... They did a while back, which was the... I'm trying to remember it now. Oh, boy. For the... To celebrate the anniversary of D-Day. There's a Beaufighter. Real nice aircraft, the Beaufighter. We'll head over to America for a moment. I'll show you the other skin that I am talking about. He's Phantom. Oh, hey. Whoa, wow. We won that one. So if you do well, and you know, kill a couple of enemies, you know, oh yeah, killed a couple of bros, down a couple of brewskis. I've now researched parts, FPE, shot Mark 4, horizontal turret driving tracks. That's 13,000 for the Achilles. But yeah, this is the other one. This is the Hurricane skin for the M4 Sherman. Now, I did say I was going to show off the New Zealand map. The problem is, though, is I need to select my ships. So, battles. We'll set up a custom battle. We'll create a session. Why don't you load up my Spotify? You don't have to listen to boring mouth a cappella. These are all the different missions you can fight. It's just so many of them. Spain, Al Hamain, Hurricane Forest, Russia, Finland, Denmark, Sicily. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. I know exactly what we need to listen to. I want to listen to this one. I remember when I lost my life. There we go, New Zealand Cape. Baby, we're not gonna let go so much space. Right, we won't bother with that. But yeah, New Zealand's in the game. Holy crap! Now, if you can help me identify where the fuck in New Zealand this map is set, I will be impressed, because I don't know. Because the thing that Warthunder do is we'll fly the Wellington Mark III here. If you have a look, I'm pretty sure that's the Southern Alps. Should have selected this rather fast fighter. But where in New Zealand is the set? This map confuses the hell out of me. Crazy. Very crazy. Now, the aircraft I am flying is called the Vickers Wellington Mark 3 Mark 10. Medium bomber. This aircraft was a very good aircraft at night. Yeah, forget that. That's the Vickers 303 on it. It's cockpit view. Where the hell in New Zealand is this set? I don't know. Is it set in the West Coast or the East Coast? Is it set on North Island, South Island? I don't know. Sorry, had to do something. It's alright, I was just showing off the New Zealand map in this game. Which you'll be able to watch on YouTube, thankfully. I was just wondering where the hell it was set, because, you know, I don't know where it's set. But I'm going to do some fun, exhilarating gameplay. It's fun and exhilarating for all the wrong reasons. We need the Dornier. More importantly, we need the Dornier 217E. EA Sports. It's in the game. Well, the reason we need this version of the E is because, well, apparently to count about dancing. That's why. No. Shut up. Oh, yes. The bit of music you would have just heard there, where I mispronounced it, is called Sakkiöven Polka. It's a traditional Finnish song. It was played. It was found out by the Finns after the Winter War and I think during World War II that this particular song stopped the Russian mines. Yes, plain thingy. Stopped the Russian mines from going off. So one guy played it for 3 days straight. One song to stop mines from going off. Alrighty then, let's do this. 335, 264, RA 2005. What do we have? German and Italian planes. Oh my lord, that poor B-17. The Dornier 335, otherwise known as the Black Arrow, was a pusher-puller aircraft, meaning it had an engine in the front and an engine in the back. It was the fastest piston engine fighter of the Second World War. It also had 30mm and 20mm cannons. Its role was bomber interception. What you will see is, if you look to my left, off the left wing of the aircraft, is you will see a B-17, an American 4-engined heavy bomber, about to be destroyed by a bomber interceptor. Or you'll see a bomber interceptor being destroyed. Oh no. Oh no! That poor PB-4Y! Oh, that poor PB-4Y! Yeah, there you go. There goes the B-17. Oh, I'm rooting for that PB-4Y over there, that Sky Pirate. For one reason, that poor aircraft just gets demolished. Cool. I'm in several chat groups, and one of them is talking about noodles. I'm about to be gunshipped. Strike me down with the power with your lightning rod, Zeus. You don't have the balls. Jimmy's mom. Yeah, the B-17's about to be intercepted by the BF-109. I may be intercepted by that P-47. Or the C. I'm being intercepted by the Sea Fury. Oh. I have the power of Jimmy's mom. Don't crash. You must be due here. I have machine guns. Oh, the power of Zeus. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I've been turning my engines off. Dive! Come on, fire. Go out, fire. Go out, fire. Go out, fire. Oh, that was my landing. Yeah, fire's out. Fire's out. Although he has damaged my aircraft. Jettison the way, or I'll never make it back to Cybertron. Transformers, 1987 movie. Ah, nah. No, he was not done with me. He saw the fact that I put the fire out and he was like, how fucking dare you, you plebe! Ooh, that's the Australian skin. Oh, this is the South African skin. And he was just like, you will be deleted. That's the problem with the bombers in the game. Not that I care. Short match, everybody loves them. So I'm versus Taylor in the first round. And I'm versus Hayward in the second round. Ah! I'm screwed! Pretty sure everybody's a better. Alright then. It's time for Soviet tanking time. Now, the thing you need to know about the Russian tanks is that they're completely and utterly bullshit. Oh, great, we're in Finland. Well, that's bad. So, the thing you need to know about the Finns, they're the only ones who said no you to the Russians and presented the Uno reverse card. The Finns and the Russians hate each other. Finland got its independence from Russia in 1918 after the Finnish Civil War. As a result, they were able to basically live independently, free. In the 1930s, Russia. The war was a strategic victory for Russia. But Russia lost more than Finland did. And the reason for that is because Finland is, well, a damn sight more dangerous. The Finnish were, had equipped, there was one guy who called the White Death. The thing you need to know about the White Death is he had confirmed over 500 kills with an iron-sighted rifle during the Finnish-Russian Winter War. The Russo-Finnish Winter War. Hey, buddy, we're fighting in the third round. Yay! I'm gonna lose badly. Anyway, as I was saying, the Russians lost tanks, planes, and men to the Finns, including the tank I'm currently driving, two prototype tanks called the T-100 and the SMK, which I'm not going to try to pronounce because they're both very long Russian names, several T-26s, BT-5s and 7s, and the KV-1 here. They eventually took the chassis of the BTs, which was an American-built tank, and built their own tank called the BT-42, which is essentially Russian/American speed demon, German howitzer and British ammunition. Hesh. Didn't work, unfortunately. They built, I think, about 20 of the BT-42s. Russia lost more tanks there. I've been up-tiered because that is the upgraded version of this tank. And then I'm versus Ford in the fourth round. Fun. I'm actually very nervous for tomorrow because this is my first tournament. So, yeah. I got butterflies in my stomach. I think I'm doing alright. I may come last too. Well, who cares? Oh, don't worry, we got Han Solo. The German version of Han Solo. I'll lose. Possibly, I don't know. They do better than me. Oh, that's beautiful. Sexy Emu. There is someone on the enemy team called Sexy Emu. The Australians would like to know your location. So Cromwell just took out a Panzer IV F2, not surprising. I'm gonna help capture the point, because that's literally all I'm gonna do. Then I'm versus Joel on the... Oh, I'm versus Joel himself in the 5th round. Oh my goodness me. Oh boy. I got Joel, then AJ, it's all over for me. I've got Tyler, Hayward, then you, then I've got Ford, and then I've got AJ. And then Joel himself, I mean. I think the last person I've got to fight is AJ. I see you there, T-14. The T-14 tank that I'm shooting at has a very sad career. The reason for that is because, well, damaged. Okay, fantastic. It's because it was a conjoined American and British venture that didn't pay off. Here's off. T-14's dead. I'm gonna aim a bit higher for that M4 Sherman. It's an M4A1. I never knew I'd be versed. I knew I'd verse the hubby. Oh, fair enough. And then I'm against AJ in round 6, and then of course you got semi-finals, and then the finals. I mean, I'd like to at least come at some place. At least like to make it to at least semi-finals. Hopefully. All I can do is play my best. I'm screwed. Not with that attitude, you're not. Believe in yourself. Or if not, believe in Rick Astley. He's never going to let you... He's not going to give you up. He's never going to let you go. He's never going to run around and desert you. Ah, yeah, lad. You can strike me down with artillery, but I do not care. I am a Russian man. That's the thing about the KV-1, especially if you angle it, you will become the worst thing ever for allied tanks, because most of them are short-barreled 75mm guns that don't have the penetration to penetrate you frontally. 57. How? Oh, that's another T-14. Meaning that. Might take some mystery to them all. I can get through the front. Oh, that's a Ram 5. That's a Ram. The M4A5, the Ram 2 that the T-34 killed, is a Canadian tank. Believe it or not. I see you there, boy. Come on out. I know you're there. He's gonna stay behind that rock, because if he doesn't come out and kill me, I've got to be capping this point. Spooked 3 up there just got killed with the Stur, which I think stands for Sturmgewehr Assault Howitzer. I believe in German. Wow! You killed my gunner. Why not no post message? I don't really post it anymore. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube is like that. Oh, dang it. My barrel's dead. Oh, that's a cool. I went by camping! Eat my KV-1, you plebes! I love games like that where you just... I tried to post a message and it wouldn't send. That's annoying. I find that annoying, like, when YouTube, like, are like, nah, you don't need to send shit. Maybe it didn't like the penetration. Maybe. I love that. I was pushed by an M4 Sherman and an M24 Chaffee. And they failed to kill me. I love that. I love it when the enemy team just sit there, they're just scared. Like, no, you go around. No, you go around. You go around. I ain't gonna go mess with the KV-1. You do it. They just sit there going, and arguing, and then the end of the game happens. I'm just sitting there going, hi, I'm Duncan, how you doing? You're invincible. I'm not, unfortunately. Oh, I should. Alright, I'm gonna make we'll head to this one. Just remove a vehicle from it. Because now we're gonna drive a fridge on tracks. Well, let's see, what do we want to put on there? T-457, KV-1, is this 5, please? I'm going to introduce you to an upgrade of this tank, the KV-1 here. Say hello to the KV-2. It's essentially the Russians were drunk. Duncannuva goes, boom goes the Duncannuva. Boom goes the enemies who dare be in front of me. Hello. How you doing, Psycho Bunny? Ow. It's probably gonna be the last game I do for the night. Mainly because I am very exhausted at the moment. And I am also working on a picture. Oh, back at... You see to say hello. Yeah, that's true. I did too. I'm about to unlock some memories with this song right here. Oh, picture? Yeah, occasionally when I draw, occasionally when I'm on my own, I draw pictures of random things. At the moment, I drew 9 of different characters I made. Oh god, no! Yes! The crazy frog! Yeah, I probably want to head towards C. But, yeah, occasionally when I'm bored, I will draw random pictures. At the moment, I'm drawing something Halloween themed, so I've drawn 9 of my characters in different Halloween-y styles. I've got a Pokemon character of mine, I've got a Halo character of mine, I've got 2 Bionicle characters of mine, I've got 3 Elder Scrolls characters of mine, I have a zombie character of mine, and a couple of other characters of mine. I can't remember what they are at the point in time. All gussied up, getting ready for Halloween. And I absolutely love drawing because some of the because it allows me to express myself. I'd love to see them. I'll post a picture of a couple I've done because I do take pictures of them and I do upload them to other groups. Into the group chat. I shall do it now while I'm driving. After I've commented. Hello, trailer. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Sell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? There, I sent 4. I'll be once they've loaded in. There's 4 images I've drawn in my chat. One of them is even Pokemon themed. I'm just gonna turn this massive turret of a fridge of a turret around. It's the only problem with the KV-2. I have 152mm howitzer. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I can explain all 4 later if you want me to, or I can explain them now. Because I'm going to be driving for a bit. Don't even have a machine gun. What the blood? Is that fucking dance meme? Oh, that's a planet here. What's the bear tick up to? Bear tick. He's just standing there, he's tapping, he's using one of his fingers to tap on the Snorlax to wake him up. Like, wait, Lazybone, get up. Oh crap, oh shit. I just bounced around with my ass. So who shot at me? Was it you? Oh, hello! Comrade! Come here, comrade. Let us give you a big bear hug. Oh, hello there, little comrade. Oh, I did. Tis the only problem with the big KV2. Is well, you answered me anyway, so I don't need to repost. Yeah, no, the bear tick's trying to wake up the old Snorlax. So what I originally had is I was originally gonna have all the bear Pokemon on there. So you know, like Stuffle, Beware, Snorlax, Beartic, Ursaring, Pangoro, and whatnot. All there, but then I just, when I was drawing it, I was like, oh, can't add a bit. Can't add that one, and I can't add in the new legendary bear. Cupful, I think it's called. Into the Soviet lands, Duncan ate a pie. Now, the T-34 is a very interesting tank. Essentially, the Russian ideology of tanks, especially in World War II, was, we need a tank now, don't give a shit about later. And the T-34 actually did several things. First thing was, it was a really cheap, reusable tank to produce, mass produce. Several thousands, tens of thousands of these tanks were produced, and some are still in service for some countries today. I think Vietnam still uses a few. Second of all, they stopped the German tactics at the time, which was called the Blitzkrieg, or lightning warfare. Because of their armoured front, the German short-barreled Panzers and 30, smaller caliber armed tanks. Your tank is very smart, guys. Oh, thank you. He's all gussied up in his veteran logos. And finally, it had a very interchangeable turret. The one thing about the T-34 is there's multiple different versions. I'm driving the 57mm version. There was a 76mm version, there was a 75mm version, there was a 100mm version, there was a T-3485, T-3485. Get back here, Puma! That Puma just saw me and was like, I ain't having none of that. I've just called them tanky tanks because I'm not tank masters. It's fair enough. I mean, I wasn't. The thing about it is, I only knew a tank was a big armored box on wheels, on treads. When I started playing games like this and Warthunder, I started to learn about all the different versions. That bomb blew off both of my tracks. I'm still alive somehow. As I was saying, and as I started to play these games more and more, I started to get fascinated in the different versions of them. The Churchill, which was named after Winston Churchill, supposedly. The M4 Sherman, named after one of the American Shermans. The T-34, the Tiger 1, yada yada yada. And then I started, you know, learning about them because, you know, oh hey, they're interesting. And, well, interesting to me. And so I started learning about them so I could, you know, probably correct about them. In fact, I know the fact that New Zealand built 2 tanks. The first one is called the Bob Semple. It was a tractor that had an armoured corrugated shed mounted on top of it with 6 machine guns on it. Although really calling it a tank is about as far as like calling a peanut butter sandwich. Well, a meal. It's not, it's a sandwich. Whatever. It's like saying that a lolly is a full meal. A bag of lollies is a full meal. It was called the mobile pill box because it was designed for one thing and one thing only. And that was to be placed as a deterrence for enemy troops. I mean, 6 machine guns is more than enough to tell your troops to F off because I'm not going to be nice. Enemy invading troops that they're going to be entering a slaughter. It's not a song, it's a sandwich. Yep. That works just so much better. It's like saying the peanut butter jelly song is actually an edible meal. And it's like, what? In a way. There were designs of this tank, believe it or not, equipped with a 37mm cannon. Which, surprisingly enough, kind of worked, but also kind of didn't work, you know. It's an extra song, yeah. It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Weigh it, weigh it, weigh it. And there you go, there you go, there you go. It's peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Oh, I am not sticking around, but that thing has an 88mm cannon. Boom. There's more. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link after this. Fair enough. I've lost 1 crew member. That's the that's the driver. Poor driver. Angle myself. Oh, they killed my guy. Oh, they killed the guy behind me. Sad. Bahamut. No, you. He killed me. No, not Jim. Yeah, they killed Jim and then they killed me. He was like, "You dare? I will end you." And then he ends me. And now I'm gonna fly the flying tractor. The Eiltersternevik was called the flying tank or the flying tractor of the sky. This thing was tough to kill, unless you had a sufficient amount of armament. The the German pilots who had to fight against this thing really hated it. Because, well, these things were quite, well, heavily armored. They could equip rockets, bombs, had 20mm cannons? Yeah, 23mm cannons, as well as 7.6mm Shevak heavy machine guns. The Russians love their Shivak heavy machine guns, by the way. Is that Flak 88 still over there? I do not see it. I see him now. Flip on over. See if we can kill him. There he is. Got him. Flak. The 8.8 Flex 37 SFL. Flippin'. Yeah, I wasn't going to stream a horror game when everybody's starting to go to bed. They're taking A from us, so that's not good. Yep. Yeah, Mum had sushi for tea. I'll do Stomach. Yep. It's on his bed. I didn't eat. Yeah, we'll rip into it later. Just give me a moment, but right. Yeah, because we didn't have oh dear, sir. This Whirlwind. Ha! I did damage! Just not enough damage to kill him. Wait, that A1620. Oh, it was him. The Italian speedy boy. Sit lol. Oh, that one. I will have to have a look at that later. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in Warthunder. I know it's a very interesting horror game. The horrors of war is a very interesting topic. I do hope you enjoyed. I'm Duncannuva, and I'll catch you next time. Bye! Actually taking a screenshot.